Alright YouTube, what is going on guys? David Hammond, not Beautiful Mother Nature. We are here in the kitchen with, I don't know if it's on you, young Adriana. So guys, what we're doing today is food videography. Now, I know guys, I'm an outdoor photographer and outdoor videographer. Why have I been shooting interior urban food? My justification again guys is because when you travel to see beautiful outdoor places, you are inevitably going to sleep. Interior videography. Eat food. Food videography, check out the city urban. With that said, we're gonna cook up some food. We're both starving, we're gonna make some stuff. Film the whole thing, GoPro on my head, tips and tricks, all of it. Hope you enjoy. Let's get this first video going. Alright guys, back with another voiceover, of course with the GoPro on my head. So guys, for this first out of the two food videography clips, we are here making burgers, okay? Chicken burgers. Now, the reason we wanted this, you can just see me cleaning up, prepping, a few things like that. The reason we wanted this was, we want, again guys, a big thing you're going to notice with me is relatability. So during the day, what is like a very family or friendly day food? Burgers, right? Everyone eats that. It's extremely relatable. So we want to keep it very relatable again so everyone can feel the vibe, right? Opposed to me maybe eating something like I don't know, like croissants or something weird midday. Does that make sense? It's kind of like a breakfast food. I don't know if that made sense. But anyways, guys, so the first shot, guys, a nice wide establishing shot as always, showing the elements we have, the pans, the patties, the buns, and agery. That's really it, guys. Keep it extremely simple so now you can see me actually showing. It's literally just that, the oven, the patties, and the burger. That's it. You don't want to add too many elements and complicate things or confuse the audience. So that's it, just macro shots of all of them. Now we're starting to move up again, right? Spraying the pan. It's very actually quite simple, guys, getting a good video in my eyes. And that is, you want to try to keep the moments or what you're doing as spontaneous as possible, as raw and real as possible, and just pretend you're filming it. I mean, it's really that simple. Like, you don't want to stage too many things or act or fake things, if that makes sense, right? Because the best things goes back to that relatability factor. All right, moving on to section number 2, we have the burgers all done up. Now we're moving on to the vegetables, the condiments, I guess you could say. So different elements here, guys. Fridge, agery, vegetables. Keep it simple, okay? And then the counter coming up. We're getting a nice overhead shot here because I needed to find a way to get Adri's hands reaching in and grabbing out the two essential ingredients while negating all the other food in the fridge. You want to try to isolate your subject as much as possible. Like, we don't want to show all the food in the fridge and we're just going to pull out one or two ingredients. Does that make sense? So very simple. Again, guys, come back to that raw, authentic vibe. Going to the counter, about to chop them up. Very simple here, guys, but in doing this, getting many different shots and angles as you guys can see. Maybe from behind Adri, getting her perspective. Maybe from an outside perspective. A macro shot, a wide shot, always changing it up. Now getting the washing the tomato. I actually really love this shot using that sink as an out of focus element. Very, very attractive. effective. Now getting Adri to cut up the tomatoes, very simple. Great guys, a great middle lens for not all shots, but most shots. I would go with a 24 or 35 mil. This is a 24 2.8 and it's just butter. If you guys notice, it's probably the lens I keep on the majority of the time. It's what I'm using now. It's a very reliable lens. It's nice and wide, but it has that nice shallow depth of field, and you really just cannot go wrong with that. Alright, now the next section of the video, we have the bun, Adri toasting the buns. A big thing, guys, to create visual interest and mix it up in your videos is you want to think of like different mini sections in the video. So we had the patty, grilling the patty section. We had the cutting the vegetable section. Now we're changing to toasting the bun. They're all different small stories, like mini stories, and which you compile into the bigger story. Does that make sense? And now here's the thing. You can ideally film whichever mini story you want. Like, so what I'm saying is I can film the buns right now, or I can film the patties first, or it doesn't matter which you film first, second, or third. With video, like you guys know, you can always interlay it as you please. So a perfect example, we're now shooting back at the vegetables, right? But the audience doesn't need to know that. Like, you can place them however you want. If you want to have maybe, let's say part 1, 2, 3, part 1, just the burgers, part 2, the vegetables, part 3, toasting the buns, you can do that. Or if you might want to mix them. That's what a lot of movies and TV shows do, right? They generally have maybe like 3 or 4 mini stories in the big story, but they mix and match them together, okay? So now we're flopping back, or switching back to the patties. Literally just like what I'm saying, guys, you always want to mix it up. You know, at least with my video, I like to try to do that. So really love this reveal shot here of Adri back on that wide angle lens. Reveal shots, guys, you can never go wrong with a wide angle lens. And in fact, I recommend you use wide angle lenses for all these big establishing shots, showing where you're at. Next section, guys, just getting all of our plates out ready to put down the patties, going back to this part, okay? Really love this, guys, and this is actually very important in any video, any food video, the finished product. Okay, because that's what they've been watching and waiting the whole time. They've been seeing you, prep the food, get the patties ready, cook them up. They want to see what they look like. That's why people stay to the end of videos, right? They want to see that finished product. It's like if I draw you a maze, you're gonna want to, or if I draw a circle but leave one part of it left open, you're gonna fill that naturally. It's a very subconscious human characteristic. We just like completing things, right? Anyways, with that said, now moving on to the next section of the video, getting Adri to bring the finished products to the table. This is now kind of like the family reunion part where like everyone's about, she's about to decorate it, she's about to eat it, we're done prepping, we're done cooking, we're done all the hard work. Now it's kind of like the celebrate, okay? So this story being the decorating part, the almost like the finale, you can think. So very important. The song's maybe really picked up here. It's maybe climaxed, or it's just about to. So Adri's decorating her stuff. Everyone's getting hyped. It's almost like a beat. The beats are gonna drop. You know what I mean? These last final shots. You can see Adri putting on that last bun, squishing it down. This is what you think of when you think of a burger. You think of that final shot, right? Look at marketing through McDonald's or Burger King or whatever it is. It's this shot. This is the winner shot. This is the last killer shot that makes you buy the food. Okay, now of course it's not a McDonald's ad, so it's not going to look nearly as good. Hence, I'm also not using toothpicks and fake things, but you guys get what I'm saying. This final shot. Now we were going to end it here with this last shot being of the burger, but we wanted something more. Remember how I want kind of. I didn't feel like it was enough yet, okay? So what we did was, I did this shot once before with the coffee mug, if you guys remember interior videography. I set a focus point, okay? Right in the middle of the table where the food was going to be placed. And this took us actually quite a few tries. You set a focus point, manual focus. You get her to pull it away and then slide it right to the camera. That, to me, was like, boom, slide it to the camera, last shot, KO, food is ready, done. You know what I mean? So we're going to see her slide it and then just go 3, 2, 1, yeet, right? I don't know if that was the one, but we do it a few times. And that was it, guys. So very simple. That was the first food video clip. I hope you guys understood what I was saying in this voiceover, but that was it. So yeah, really stoked on that. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed. I will see you back on the main camera so we can get to the second food video clip. Until then, peace. And right, guys, it is a little bit later, now 7:30. We wanted it to get a little bit darker, or dark enough, which it now is. We're gonna get the second video, very different vibe. I'm gonna explain it all with the GoPro afterwards. But with that said, guys, I hope you enjoy the second one, and I'll speak of all the tips, tricks, everything, mindset afterwards. Hope you enjoy. Alright guys, welcome to the second video, second voiceover with the GoPro on my head. Now, with this video guys, very different vibe, okay? Like I say, like with the videos I do, if I'm shooting 2 videos in one YouTube video, the vibe is going to be very different, okay? It's more interesting for me, it's more interesting for you guys, hopefully you can learn more and vice versa. So, I think already you guys are picking up this vibe is an evening, more Christmassy, theme to it, right? And you can see by like the little the wreath or whatever you call that around the railing, the Christmas lights. Adri, I don't know if you guys maybe have picked up on this, it's more of like a subliminal thing, but Adri's wearing pajamas. I just gave her little polo pajamas I used to wear years ago, and my hoodie, it's almost like a boyfriend hoodie. Maybe she just woke up, or she's just cozy, she's chilling. It's like a Christmas evening sort of thing, you know, no one's dressed up, no one's going crazy fancy, we're just hanging out. So as you guys already saw, we got Adri walking down the stairs, okay? Maybe she just woke up from a nap, however the audience wants to interpret it, or I think that's the word, completely up to you. Now, what I do love, and we're going to fully maximize, are these lights, these little fairy looking pixie Christmas lights, okay? When you guys have a lens with a shallow depth of field, okay, low aperture, you go crazy for this stuff. It looked beautiful. I absolutely loved the shot. Very nice. A good atmospheric shot showing the Christmas lights, a very interesting way to show them. If you guys have a shallow lens, you know exactly the feeling I'm talking about, okay? So now we're moving on to the next shot, guys, of Adri. She came down the stairs. She's now walking to the kitchen. Of course, this is food videography. All the magic happens in the kitchen, right? So you can see I'm doing reveal shots here. Very simple, just showing her moving to the kitchen. Now we're in the kitchen, get that shot of bang, her turning the lights on. Things are going to start picking up now, okay? We're kind of being like, okay, you know, she woke up, she's going to the kitchen, she's going to probably eat some food, you know, you're understanding, you're putting pieces together now. So we're getting her now walking to the freezer. Okay, cool, she's going to make something in the freezer. What is this? We really show, boom, I mean, you can see it right from here, the Pillsbury cookies, like obviously we placed it there right on front, but instantly, I want you to know as the audience, what are we cooking within a second? There shouldn't be any confusing of you know, like, is she did, no. Instantly, you know it's Pillsbury cookies. She's making cookies. Boom, it's set. The audience can now kind of rest knowing the video is going to be about dessert or cookies, okay? So, with that said, what do you do with cookies after you get them out of the freezer? You cook them. So, now getting any shot, guys, I'm not going to tell you how to shoot any shot to show the process of cooking these cookies, okay? So we're getting wide shots, we're getting close shots. Love these shots of Adri placing down the cookies. Again, really isolating them as, yo guys, what's up? Bang, this is what we're making just in case you forgot, okay? Macro shots of that Pillsbury Doughboy, because everyone knows these cookies, bro. They're so bomb. Like I think everyone has loved eating these as a kid or even right now, okay? So getting Adri opening up the oven, grabbing out pans, again, you know, very organic. This is what you do when you make cookies. It's not crazy, you know, rocket science, right? So really love this, guys. A nice macro shot of her turning on the oven, okay? The most important detail shots, guys, you usually want to get a nice, and when I mean macro shot, I don't necessarily mean, you know, maybe that's not the right word. You're not exactly, you know, millimeters up close to her hand, but an isolating detail shot, I guess I should say. The most important shots, guys, usually you want to isolate them, okay? So if you think in movies or TV shows or video games, really anything, the most important shots, they'll isolate it. So if the guy's going to grab a gun, okay, most likely the camera is just going to show his hand grabbing the gun. Does that make sense? That shows that it's a very important shot. So generally speaking, what I'm saying is with the most important shots, whether that's turning on the oven, pulling out the cookie, whatever that means to you, isolate it, okay? With that said, guys, now we are beginning to put the cookies into the pan or into the oven. Not too much crazy about here. I'm using my 24 lens, I believe, which is, again, like I say, my favorite lens, guys. A nice wide, it's a good focal length, man. 24, 35, clean. Now, guys, back to what I'm saying with those isolating shots. If you can see here, we are shooting, I'm shooting just the number, okay? So, you know, you got to preheat the oven to what, like 350 or whatever that is. I want to show, bang, it just hits 350. Now they know that, okay, it's preheated. You know, we can put the cookies in. Let's get it going. So, once we put them in the oven, guys, Adri, again, is just pressing start, setting a timer. All is going to go well with that. We're now going to move to the next section of the videos as they cook. But, once they're in, I jolt upstairs. I realize I need my tripod, and the reason for this is I haven't done a shot like this with, you know, cookies, because I don't really shoot cookies too often, but I know my room's a mess, guys, excuse that. I got my tripod, and the reason for that, guys, was because I wanted a nice time-lapse shot of these cookies, okay, being baked. Like, you know, when you see in the Pillsbury commercials or any commercial, you see the cookie going from like a small little raw dough thing to like the big cookie. I really wanted that. Now, one thing I wish I did is cleaned my oven screen beforehand, because it was definitely harder to see them with that. But I'm not sticking my hand in a freaking hot oven at this point now. It's not that serious. So you do what you do. Anyways, we let this run for like, what, 10-15 minutes or whatever. And yeah, that was it. I'm happy with it. Is it crazy? No, I'm happy. My mom's coming down. She's wondering what we're doing. But yeah, so now on to the next thing. Getting a nice peek. We're showing the cookies. They're finished. They're done. We're on to the next section of the video. So now it's kind of like that beat drop, okay? You guys as an audience have been watching the whole time, being, you know, making the cookies. Now you want to see that finished product. You want to see, okay, like this is what we've been waiting for, okay? Pulling out the cookies, getting it ready, and then boom, we're just getting banger shots of it. We're getting a whole bunch of context shots of the cookies, you know, pans left to right, dollies, front, back, macro, close, this, that, you name it. Next phase, guys, getting plates, and then once Adri puts all the cookies on the plate, that's finishing off the cookie element. We obviously want another element with that, which you're about to see in about like 10-15 seconds. What do you have with cookies? Okay, so once this is all done, we then head to the fridge. I think you guys know what we're getting, some sort of milk thing, okay? But we thought instead, because it's Christmas, let's get eggnog. I think that's perfect. So getting the eggnog, getting out the cup, showing that it's fresh, like we're just opening that guy, and getting this pour on, okay? Very, very important shot here. So of course it's going to be that detail shot, as you only get one pour with liquids, okay? So with that said, guys, that is pretty much it. Now we're going to finish it off with this last shot here, and as you guys can see, I have my tripod with me, and the reason for that, guys, is because okay, so first off, our ending shots, most important shots, at least in my eyes, right? I didn't want Adri to just eat the cookie, because that's too common. Like it's too, like, it's what you're thinking. I want to mix it up a little bit, whether that surprise you, maybe shock you, maybe make it a little funny, whatever that is to you. So what I do is I set up the tripod, and I'm going to get in the shot. I'm going to utilize myself in this final shot. Now, normally, guys, I don't recommend you do this because it'll confuse the audience, but at this point, dude, I think we did it well enough that it worked, because she was wearing boyfriend clothes. Anyways, maybe it didn't work. You guys let me know. Maybe it was a complete, yeah, I shouldn't have done it, but I liked it. I think it worked. So what we do, guys, is you can see AG grabbing the cookie. She's about to turn around and eat it. Okay, she's just about to eat it. She's done all this work, guys. She's just about to eat it, and then bang, I say, nah, that is mine, and I take it from her right as she's about to eat it. She looks at the camera confused, sad, and then what happens is we actually both end up laughing so hard, and I end up keeping that in the video. I wasn't going to, because I wanted her to look kind of like sad and stuff like that, but I think it was so raw, it was so authentic, should I say, that I kept the moments in, and I think it finished the video perfectly. If you guys disagree, absolutely no problem. I thought it was cool as a nice like end to the little Christmas cookie video. But that's it, guys. I think I like trying the cookies and eating the eggnog. That's it, guys. Yeah, you can literally see me drink it. This is like my first time in years. That's it, guys, for this video. I really hope this helped. The voiceover, the tips, the tricks, everything. Yeah, I really hope it did. So with that said, guys, I will see you back on the main camera for this outro, and until then, peace. And alright, guys, the next day, video is finished, GoPro all done. I know my hair looks crazy, everything looks nuts. It's pretty late and I gotta be up really early tomorrow, so yeah, just finishing off this video. But anyways, guys, this is it. I hope you guys digged it. If you did, thumbs up, subscribe, all that stuff. Channel on photography, videography, my lifestyle, and any of you guys are interested in taking your photography or videography skill to another level, guys, I do have courses always linked down below. They're each an hour long, and they go much more into detail, just like this video did, but of course much more into detail. So that's it, guys. Thank you again for watching. I know I look crazy, but yeah, actually I'm kind of going crazy, I'm not gonna lie. But that's it. Thanks so much. I'll see you all in the next one, and until then, much love. Peace.